Updates from the stock market revealed that the Nigerian equities market on Thursday recorded its first decline this week by 0.9%. The offshore index traded close at 52,109.43 index points as against 52,580.86 index points recorded in the previous day's trading session. The market's capitalization of equities depreciated by 256 billion naira to close at 28.3 trillion naira, a 0.9% loss compared to the 28.6 trillion naira recorded in yesterday's trading session. Markets breath close to negative as Academy recorded 10% to lead the losers. ABC Transport led the gainers, while Access Holdings PLC was the most traded equity at the end of the day's session. Time to digest this and understand what happened in the market yesterday. And doing that with me is Ambrose Amodino, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
That's for having me.
A 0.9 decline, the first in this week. Did you see that coming?
Actually, I expected it to happen. One is because markets have rallied for 4 days, and also MPC is around the corner. Investors or traders will know that, yes, as they are approaching closer, you have made profit for 4 days. We expected to take your profit and trade with caution. Not that you take profit and watch to see the outcome, because when inflation came on Monday, because it had been factored into the decision, it didn't affect the market. The market was gaining until Thursday. But one thing again is that all the market has gained from Monday to Friday till on Wednesday, on Thursday, pulling back of Ether, lost almost 5.4% for Thursday, and also profit taking in some stocks that have rallied after the markdown. This also pulled the market back. But I would say that market has not broken down the strong support level of 52,000 mark. Why is that? Market is still on a consolidation mode. That's why I like using my technical analysis to let you know. Even at the chart I would show you, market is in a consolidation stage. Either at this point, the market is either to reverse up or break down. And when it break down, we're not seeing that market to hit around the 51 or 50 before bouncing back heavily. But I believe that because of the confidence that incoming government is kind of giving an insight to investors, you can see people are still buying in some stock. We are seeing volume. Some of the means that people are confident that incoming government, because they are pro-market and also economy, is going to come with good policy that will drive progress in the economy. On that, people already taken advantage of the low prices we have seen because of the markdown to position in some good stuff. For me, the market is still very, very strong until today. If market will do otherwise, but being Friday ahead of MPC, I expect the same trend that we saw yesterday to repeat itself. Or let's also all those blue chips.
So it's going to be a decline today.
Yeah, it might be flat, might not be as high as 0.9 that you mentioned earlier. But I believe that people will still take profit to see what the 2 days meeting that will come Monday and Tuesday will look like. But I personally, I believe that because in global sense, I've seen the trend of rate hike, and also the inflation that came on Monday also indicated that we'll have about prices are still on the rise, because we moved from 22.04 to 22.22. Tell you that. Now, for me, CBN and his team will not just because it's the last MPC meeting for this administration. Let's just leave it flat. But ideally should be. But I believe that they want to hike rate again. It's either they follow the rate of 25 basic points or 50. Why I say so is that the CBN governor we have seen this recent year from May 2022 till date is different one from the one we've seen before that, because this is a governor that left interest rate for 11.5 for almost straight 2 years. But since it started in May, because they want to check inflation, they continue to increase it, and that has not yielded the result expected. But for me, they are part of what have caused inflation, because when we are printing money, also we are giving money as an intervention, you know that funds will be in the system.
Of course.
And because we are not producing, because that the major thing we have in Nigeria actually is not only that printing of money, because the supply side is also not working. So for that, if for a mature economy, it's clear for us that because they intervened during COVID-19, they intervened in different form, and that they are fighting inflation. Yeah, also if you look at also the interest rate compared to what we have today, it's not the same thing, because even as we speak, most of them are still making money in that market.
And they still have single figure inflation
God bless
rates.
But I believe that for me, if I were the team of the MPC, we will not hike rate to allow the incoming government to settle down. Then as from July, we can start hiking it if we want to, because I believe that between now and July, we would have seen a clear direction where if the Fed, because first a standard that all the other central banks will follow. If Fed starts adjusting or leave it unchanged in their next meeting in July or June, that
you
also
the bandwagon.
But also the World Bank has also emphasized that if you really don't want the world economy to go into recession, you need to start reducing your rate hike or even normalize after cutting, because even as we speak, US is already in a recession, whether they call it minor or major or full blow. They know they're in recession. If that trend continues, even China that is recovering, the recovery is not strong. That means global economy.
They are just coming out of the COVID-19
no, it's not strong. And these are the two major economies of the world. If the two major are not strong, what of the other world? I believe that because the global economy is going away from globalization, we're seeing that some countries are looking good. If you look at what is happening in Japan today, Japan have shown that yes, they still have negative interest, but Japan economy has remained stable. As we speak now, Japan stock market is almost, this is the highest since 1999. 1990, this year they are hitting almost the highest, like a half to the highest they hit in 1999. That is that the market has gone stable because economy is stable. You can't separate the economy from the market. If Japan market is going good, so the economy is stable, it is everybody that if the economy is doing well, your market will also be supported.
But isn't it usually said that if you keep doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result, then something is wrong with you?
But for me, I believe that they should learn from it, that this time, that's why I said let them allow.
You think they would learn?
Let them allow the incoming government to come out, because I believe that yes, they will last an MPC for this regime. And coming in, you should also have your team. Yes, even though they want to do the jig and all this stuff, it might not be immediately. Allow them to settle before June MPC meeting. Would have started seeing changes. And if they want to see that, okay, they want to make, I expect that they will come. There will be additional supplementary budget. All right,
let's wrap up by looking at the gainers and losers. ABC Transport led the gainers with a 10% increase to close at 44 kobo, and then the losers, Stable Academy, led the losers with a 10% loss to close at 1.53 kobo.
For me, ABC result is not too attractive, but it's good that they're able to pay 1 kobo dividend as they announced, which is good. But in this part of the world that we have not given attention to transport system, all over the world, the engine of the economy is transportation. And most of these transportation are not listed on the exchange. It's only BC and also those that are into, let's say, the airlines. Yes. But the major transport that ones are not listed. But ABC being there and able to pay 1 kobo, fine, is an encouragement, but I believe that they should do more so that the price, because they are making more. But also, the environment is not conducive for them because of what? Insecurity,
and also
cost of exactly. But I believe that for them to be able to pay 1 kobo, but they need to do more. But for me, this just market forces. It won't last. Then if you enter at 30 kobo, I think at this 40 kobo you should take your profit, unless you are interested in 1 kobo dividend.
But what about the loss of Academy?
Academy is purely profit taking.
Okay. Yeah. You already said that markets will close on the decline today. So, of course, we will keep our fingers crossed to see how that pans out. Thank you so much for your in-depth analysis, as always.
Thanks for having me.
Ambrose Omodio, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited. Well, after the break, we will be looking at some other issues, especially as they affect the economy. Stay with us. We will be right back. Thank you, Mr. Ambrose.